You know, he was putting on some things he was working on, and I came in at the tail end of his session, and then I started working. But man, we're all cool, man. You know, I think everybody has come to a point to where they're growing. They understand that we're all grown now, and it's not going to be the same that it was back in '94 or '95 or whatever it was we just came out, man. Because we're all grown men. You know what I'm saying? And like things never stay the same. I mean, it's a reality. Some people hate to face it. You know, I hate to face it sometimes too, but it's with Bones Thugs and Harmony will never be the same Bones Thugs and Harmony we were at that time. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's just like personally, you know what I'm saying? Now, as far as doing business, you know, we have been talking. We're all aware of, you know, next year marks the 20th year official 20th year anniversary of Bones Thugs and Harmony that we've been in the business. That's one of the reasons Dr. Bell wanted to have us as special guests, because they're like, you know, 20 years in the business, and, you know, it's like y'all music is just now starting to get notarized now, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's hopefully we can come together and do a lot of things in regards to our 20 years in the game. We're looking to maybe, don't quote me on this, but we're looking to maybe put out an album, a 20th year anniversary album, and hopefully, if all goes well, we're looking to do a world tour. This is something that Bones Thugs and Harmony has never done as all 5 members, and you know, we're looking to just like really solidify our brand, the Bones Thugs and Harmony brand in the music business for what it is. You know, we living legends. You know what I'm saying? And I think we're now living in the era of music to where these up and coming artists are now starting to realize and give us our just dues by, you know, like all these young cats coming up saying that they grew up off Bones, they were influenced by Bones. I think now we're in that generation to where we're going to start hearing that more and more. You know, because I mean, we raised a lot of these dudes in the game, man. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. And you can tell heavily from their music that it was a heavy bone influence in their music. You know, and we just appreciate to like still be alive and well, healthy, and still be around to enjoy that. See that.
Mm-hmm. So, what's the main thing you think needs to happen for you guys to kind of come together and make all that happen? I mean, you talked about there not being that, or you guys realizing that it's not going to be the same as when you guys were back in 95, 96, 97, 98. But what's the one thing you think, if you had to pinpoint one thing that needs to happen for you guys to kind of put it together and have that last little run, you know?
Well, man, well, for one, what I think is we need to come together and structure an all-star team. A team, you know, because like I said, going back to like trying to be an artist, you know, you can be a businessman and be an artist, but when you're in artist mode, you really can't do everything. So we all have to come to an agreement as to who we're going to have represent Bones Thugs and Harmony. You know, we've been through many managers and many many people who represented Bones, you know what I'm saying, and like for some reason or another it didn't work out. Mm-hmm. You know, so it's like we all have to come together and agree on business, creativity, and the music. I mean that has never been a problem amongst our group. You know, everybody pretty much know their positions when it comes to that, when it comes to making the music. So we all have to come together on the business aspect of everything, you know, like really just put somebody in place that we trust. Not saying that we have to put everything in this person's hands, because we're all grown men and we should all definitely be checking on our business on a regular, but, you know, we have to have that neutral person. We have to have somebody that's like going to bat for us or speaking for us, and, you know, like it has to be a team structure, man, because like it takes a lot to deal with 5 different personalities in a group.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it has to be somebody that's able to maintain who's under pressure and deal with it all, because, you know, it can get hectic, you know, just dealing with the different personalities. So that's I think that's the major problem, is structuring a business team.
Is there a common belief now, as you get into Rock the Bells in this 20th anniversary, that this is your last chance as a group to kind of carve out that final chapter in the legacy as a group, and if this doesn't kind of work this coming year, then it's time to kind of switch gears? Is that kind of where you guys are at as a group?
I mean, you could say so. You could say so. You know what I'm saying? Like, because this is definitely an honor and a blessing for people to even still be checking for us after 20 years. You know, but that goes to tell you that our music and the foundation that we have laid down thus far is so strong that people still believe in Bone. It's like, you know, like even the people that's running this Rock the Bells, running the Rock the Bells show, you know, they're all huge Bone fans, and we've talked to them all, and they let us know like how much of an honor it is for them, for us to even be on the show. So it's like we have an opportunity to let everybody know like why they chose us to be the special guest, and, you know, like and just bring it back in everybody's memory, like who we are, what we stand for, and why we're considered legends. You know, like, so I think it's very important that we come out on the winning end of this situation in order to us to further our brand and to like I say, like solidify who we are in this business.
Mm-hmm. Now, going back to your solo thing and your label, in terms of the album, when can people expect the first single?
Well, man, that's going to be coming probably very soon. I'm looking to shoot a video. You know, it may again, don't quote me on this, but we're looking at a song that I recorded called Monster. Mm-hmm. And you know, it's a song where I'm really going in, the fast flow, really going in, and just really like reminding people who I am, where I come from, and why all these songs on the radio sound like us. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just really going in and letting people know, once again, you know what I'm saying, just like I said.
Any features on this album that you can talk about, or is it going to be mostly just Krayzie?
Well, I'm looking to get some features. I've been talking to a few people, you know what I'm saying, but it's like this, man. I've always been like this. I'm not a person that likes to sit around and wait for people and people's managers and all the politics. To me, it's like this. If you say you're going to do something, if you say you're going to get down and you want to do a song, let's not talk about it. Let's see about it. Let's go to the studio, do this song. It's as simple as that. You know what I'm saying? Don't play around so you're going to do something, then, you know, niggas call you, you don't answer the phone. Like, I'm really not into that, man. So it's like, as I'm recording, if people say they want to be involved with this project, that's cool, you know what I'm saying? But by the time I'm done recording, if I have no features, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that too.
Mm-hmm. Now, we've done just a couple other things. We've done a bunch of interviews, and one of the last few ones we did caused a lot of stuff, but one thing it also did was it opened up communication. You told me this with you and Busy, and I know there was conversation about a collaboration album. Is there just too much going on that you guys got to take care of before you entertain that, or is that still something that's possible?
I mean, that's still something that's very much possible, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, as long as we're alive, it's possible. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I know Busy's been doing things that he's been doing, you know what I'm saying, and we really haven't. I've actually been concentrating, besides traveling, I've been concentrating on getting this Chasing the Devil done, because I've been working on it for a long time now, you know what I'm saying, going on 3 years, but, you know what I'm saying, but, I mean, we can, it's always a possibility, man.
But right now it's not anytime soon. That's kind of on the back burner, though.
I mean, every time I speak to this, like, we always talk about it, you know what I'm saying, talk about it doing it. We got a few people that want to get involved with it, you know what I'm saying, as far as production-wise, You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's definitely a buzz there. Like, for once I get this Chasing the Devil wrapped up, and, you know what I'm saying? I think all it's going to take is for me to step to business and be like, man, let's do this now, you know? And he'll be on board, and we're going to, it's something that's very, that could definitely happen in the future. Something like that.
Now, one of the things that you guys are sitting on, especially you, because all you do is record, and it's almost just as valuable as new material is some of the old material in the vault. And I know Blazey's doing something now. Is there ever a time like that you're considering just emptying out the vault and doing a series of maybe different types of fix tapes or whatever, where you would empty out your vault?
Oh yeah, man. You know, I have that's what I'm going to be doing. You know, like, why it doesn't make any sense to just sit on the music. You know what I'm saying? Like I tell people, if something was to happen to me right now, I think I would have way more albums than Tupac did. Way more albums than Tupac did. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I say, when I say I got music and centuries, man, I'm not playing. I really got music that I got songs that I recorded back in the 90s that nobody has heard. Like, all those songs that you really get leaked on YouTube, that's nothing. That's those songs are sustainable. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I got songs for days. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's gonna always be something coming out from Krayzie Bone, like whether it's new or old.
Now, this is a dangerous game to play, obviously, because people hear about this stuff. And I posted that I was going to be interviewing you, and people asked about songs, like the song with Tech Nine. Did you guys ever finish that? Or are there songs that you know people, like, that you need to get out there anytime soon?
Man, that song, like, I've answered this question for a couple of people because they asked about the song at the speed of sound. And the reason why the song never came out is because instead of just making it a song, I've actually made it into an entire album. So I'm going to go and feature artists that have had the Bone influence in their music. All the rappers just rapping like us, you know, like this, doing the fast flip-flop flow, you know what I'm saying? And I've turned it into a whole album. That's something that I'm looking to release next year sometime, maybe in the spring or fall next year. So it's like I said, I'm still going to be releasing music and albums, and maybe even doing albums like DJ Khaled does. You know what I'm saying? Like, going to get other artists and like with me just producing and, you know, arranging the album and stuff, doing stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like bottom line, I'm always going to be doing music. But that's just something that's in me. So I'm always going to be doing that. That's always going to be a part of what I do. So man, I got so many projects, you know what I'm saying, in my mind that not really Krayzie Bone projects, but different projects that I can do. So I'm always going to be on the music scene. You know, I may not be on the scene, but I'm always in the picture.
Yep. Now, if you look at it, I guess as we're winding down now, in terms of people are hearing all about this, what's the pecking order now in terms of where you're at in terms of priority? Like, it sounds like it goes your album Chasing the Devil, and then what comes after that? How are you prioritizing the next little bit in terms of what people should be looking out for?
Well, man, like what I'm doing now, like I take everything like project by project. You know what I'm saying? These days, I've learned not to like blurt out other stuff that I'm doing, because then people, you know, they're like, oh yeah, we thought this was coming out. We thought we were going to do this. So it's like right now my sole concentration is on Chasing the Devil. And then, you know, after this is released and, you know, this is off my chest, I'm going to be, you know, like, it depends on, like, whatever I think should be done the easiest and the quickest. You know, the reason I pushed Speed of Sound to next spring or fall is because I know how difficult it could be to get, like, a lot of the artists that I want on the album. You know, cause I know how difficult it could be to make that happen. So I'm going up to the, like, big heavy hitters, people like Ludacris, Twister, Eminem, you know what I'm saying? I'm going up to people like that.